The McCarthy Auto Group presents the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series National Tours return to Lakeside Speedway. Get some dirt in your NASCAR weekend on Thursday, May 8th as RacinBoys.com and TVJ Promotions bring you the McCarthy Auto Group KC Classic. See the ASCS National Tour take on the best local talent at Lakeside. Thursday, May 8th, gates open at 5 p.m. Racing's at 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets now at RacinBoys.com and get ready for the McCarthy Auto Group KC Classic.
The longest and one of the most prestigious Lucas Oil ASCS races of the year, the Rock and Roll 50 at the Ditch in West Memphis, Arkansas. Tim Crawley from the front row takes the early lead. Brian Holbert picks up the call of the action.
Blocks the 88. Hagar goes for the slide. He's got it. New leader down the back straightaway. Derek Hagar, but here comes Crawley. They bang wheels into turn 4. Hagar off the cushion. Crawley back to the lead. Hagar back to the inside. Hagar will drop to the bottom into turns 1 and 2. He goes for the slide. He's got it from Tim Crawley. Crawley, though, with a big run to the back straightaway. He'll try to take it back this time into turns 3 and 4. Hagar high. Crawley low. It's going to be Derek Hagar with the advantage this time. They all bang off of the cushion in turns 1 and 2. Derek Hagar this time with enough of an advantage over the 88. We'll see if he's able to hold on to it. The white flag is flying this time. One more trip around Riverside. Loyette goes for second. Slams the wall. Loyette hard into the outside retaining wall. He continues rolling, though, trying to hold on to third. Derek Hagar, though, into 3 and a 4. The Gibson guitar stays home. Derek Hagar wins it for the state of Arkansas.
I feel like I'm dreaming. This is crazy.
It's real, brother.
It's real.
Here on the guitar.
Man, I told him before the night started, I said, that's going to be my guitar at the end of the night. So here we are in Victory Lane. Me and Tim had some real good close race. I mean, there was probably points of the race where you couldn't put a piece of paper in between us. We were doing some good slide jobs back and forth, crossovers, and I'm just glad I came out on top.
One final shakedown, getting ready to unfold for your 5-time champion, Sammy Swindell. You got your good starting spot tonight. I'm sure you'd like to start a little bit closer up front, but you'll take what we got.
Well, a man that definitely knows how to get around the Knoxville Raceway, and a dear friend of ours, ace in the whole 360 Nationals, and just picked up another one a week removed. But the matter at hand, the Knoxville Nationals, Shane Stewart, best chance ever to pick one up. Well, yet another guy in this 2013 edition of the Knoxville Nationals in better position than ever to pick up this coveted title. Kevin Swindell starting in that 5th row.
Thanks, Justin. Double D, Dave Darland from Lincoln, Indiana, doing a great job racking up some passing points on a racetrack just now widening out from the 3rd spot.
God bless you, man. We're proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Blackjack Brian Brown, Grain Valley, Missouri, looking for his first Knoxville National. Well, a better opportunity than ever before for the Brownsburg Bullet. Joey Saldana starting from the pole tonight, 50 laps ahead. What do you got up your sleeve, brother? Radius rod's bent too, connecting the rear end. Terry McCarl having some problems here. Getting together with Dylan Peterson, and tempers flaring down here in the work area. I'm sure we're catching a little bit of ambient noise. Terry, tell me what happened, bud.
I was trying to pass for 3rd, and some guy behind us thought he was going to drive over top me, get a little better traction, I guess. Stupid.
Just precautionary. Got a slightly bent radius rod connected in the rear end. So set her sail, let her eat, be safe.
Thank you.
All right, man. A tough break, quick time out the gate. Some slower guys getting in the way and mixing it up there.
You've heard the live audio. Now the Speedway Motors Tulsa Shootout and the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Nationals will be live on RacinBoys pay-per-view. 6 cameras, pre-race and post-race, the press room, the whole pit area, plus play-by-play you've come to know and love from RacinBoys.com. The Shootout and the Chili Bowl live on RacinBoys pay-per-view is brought to you by Lucas Oil Products and MAV TV American Real Programming. More details are coming at RacinBoys.com. The Shootout and the Chili Bowl on RacinBoys pay-per-view is a RacinBoys Broadcasting Network production.
And we welcome you back inside the Tulsa Expo Center for night number 1 of the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl presented by General Tire, the Schoenfeld Headers pre-race show. And Justin, teams have drawn for their starting spots. They know where they're going to be at in the heat race, and now the nerves are starting to set in because it's been a long winter, and they want to get to racing.
Well, yeah, it's been a long, cold winter for a lot of these people, and they all loaded in here Saturday. We practiced yesterday on Monday, and we're just about ready to get going racing here on Tuesday night.
Well, we talked about Young Money, Mr. Kyle Larson. He'll be on the bill tonight, racing to try and pick up that preliminary night win, finish in the top 3 if he cannot get the win, and get locked into Saturday night's A-Main. For more on Young Money, let's get it over to Scotty Cook, who's with him.
Well, thanks, Rob. We caught up with the guy who had them on their feet last year at the Chili Bowl, and Young Money Kyle Larson. I know you're back for more this year with a vengeance, by all means.
Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy coming to Chili Bowl every year, and this year Keith's built us new cars, and I kind of got an experimental engine. So, looking forward to get my night in tonight. Hopefully it goes well, and I can lock into the feature. And you always know the Swindells are going to be in the feature, so. You're really pumped up for this week. I was close to racing hard last year, so hopefully it goes the same this year and be up front. Thank you guys for doing what you do for this race and all grassroots motorsports. So I enjoy watching all your guys' stuff, and we're hopefully a bunch of fans tune in to watch.
All right, a heavy contender, Young Money, Kyle Larson.
From back home, I couldn't tell you how many people I've had compliment over, having the Racing Boys down there and the coverage, because a lot of people can't make it, so now at least somebody can watch, so it's a pretty cool deal.
Racing Boys, always appreciative of your time, my friend.
Thanks. I'm glad you guys have been on this week. It's been awesome for those of us that couldn't come to Tulsa. The coverage has been awesome to have all my buddies been calling and telling us that about how the coverage has been great. So you guys have been doing an awesome job too.
We've been doing this show for a long time. We've had a lot of great guests over the course of the last 17 years. One of my favorite, obviously, if not my favorite, up to this very moment, Chris Economaki. That tells you what kind of company this guy is in. Dave Despain joins us now, the host of the Dave Despain Show. Dave, how you doing, my friend?
I'm honored already to be included in the same sentence as Chris Economaki, who is my hero, my mentor, and one of my all-time favorite people.
You had mentioned that you hadn't been to the Chili Bowl, and let me just say, first of all, kudos to the staff over at Lucas Oil Productions from AF TV at the production they put together. Obviously, we do the prelim up to when you guys go live here at Racing Boys with our pay-per-view broadcast, but rave reviews about the broadcast, MAV TV, and yourself, your first time there. Your thoughts of the Chili Bowl Nationals, first experience?
The building, obviously, is the first thing you notice. It's just dazzling in its size. Racing is an expensive sport to televise well. And I say this not to blow smoke back at you, but I thought you guys did an excellent job at the Chili Bowl of give me what I want. I'm sure there's no budget for 16 cameras, including 9 onboards, but give me what I want. Give me the basics. Give me the meat of it. And that's exactly what the pay-per-view customer got for his or her, whatever it was, $99. Yeah. And that felt good to me at a number of different levels. Number one, my prediction 100 years ago that the internet was going to create that kind of opportunity seems to have finally borne a little fruit. But by the same token, part of my mind is saying, if you look at what those guys did Monday through Saturday, whatever time we took over, and you look at what Mav did in the time that we did, and you look at what it cost to make it happen, the difference is breathtaking.
Oh, no doubt.
And so the problem is, how do you make the economic model work to put a lot of grassroots racing on television as we've traditionally known it? Mm-hmm. That's a tough one. That's a very tough one. But what you guys are doing, I think, is pioneering, because what happens is the grassroots fan is so appreciative that somebody cares enough to make the effort to give them the Chili Bowl and all those other things that you do. They're going to support it. They're going to watch it or listen to it. They're going to appreciate it, and it's going to do what we want, which is maintain and build their interest and capture new people and all the rest of that. Thanks very much, Scott. I appreciate it. It's a great project. I'm very excited about it. I hope people will enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed doing it. You guys keep up the good work. I appreciate this opportunity.
All right, Dave. Thanks again. Welcome to another edition of Racing Boys TV. I'm Scott Trail, along with my partner Kirk Elliott from Sports Radio 810 WHB and RacinBoys.com. Kirk, we're at Kansas Speedway. We are in Yuma, Arizona for the final stop of the 2013 Lucas Oil ASCS Sprint Car Dirt Series season. We're at Lakeside Speedway this week. Again, out at Kansas Speedway this week, Kirk, there's a little activity going on out here today. Welcome back to Racing Boys. I'm Scott Traylor, again out here at Kansas Speedway. Joining us now on the show is Kurt Busch, a man that made it into the chase for the championship. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. I don't know if anybody's posed it to you like this. I raced for 35 years, right? And I imploded a few times out on the racetrack, and I've probably been outspoken a few times, and I've been known to have a little anger issue from time to time. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe you can give me some advice. How do you get yourself back to where you need to be, to where you don't have that edge? We see the difference in you this year than in years past. Give me a little advice. How can I work on that? What did you do for yourself?
So you're telling me I have a chance?
You have a chance.
I have a chance. I can fix this and end up, you know, with things right.
And you might be able to fix me. So what kind of advice?
You know, the world just doesn't need to be as serious.
All right, man. Make a run for that championship.
Thank you.
All right, that's Kurt Busch here on Racing Boys. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Scott Traylor, along with Brian Brown, who joins us in the McCarthy Auto Group studios here in lovely Independence, Missouri.
You guys are second to none in my book, and I'm looking forward to getting back out on some of those national tour shows and getting on that Racing Boys radio.
Joining us now on the show is, well, the littlest big man that I know, man, a guy that stands on the gas. He's Rico Abreu joins us now on the show. Hey, Rico, how you doing, brother? Joining us here in the Racing Boys studios, David Grebnick, Australian driver who picked up a win at Heartland Park Topeka last year after a long dry spell. David, first of all, thanks for taking the time to join us here in the McCarthy Auto Group studios in lovely Independence.
Oh, you bet, guys. Thank you so much for having me on the show. These are great. I love doing these things.
Speaking of live pay-per-view, a guy that hung out down with us at live pay-per-view at the Chili Bowl Nationals last weekend, a good friend of the Racing Boys and a guy that cares about the safety of drivers, and I'm talking about Randy LaJoie, two-time Nationwide Series champion. Oh, and by the way, won the Busch North Championship as well. Randy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Scotty.
Well,
I just heard the prelim. Matter of fact, I'm heading to a little trade show myself downtown at the Metro Fairgrounds here.
50-50 tickets, we got them here. $5 an arm length. Sounds great.
The Chili Bowl's a big event, but you know, this shows how big it is to all the drivers and to come here and support it. And you know, Jeff really kicked this thing off a couple years ago, and all across the country it's taken off, and it's something I'm real proud of Jeff Gordon for his effort in starting all this, and all the drivers that support this. And they don't just come once, they come every event. So it just shows how much it means to everybody, and Jeff gives back to the racing community, and it's fun for us to do the same.
It's always a lot of fun to come to these events, and Kick-It's a big part of our sport, and has grown and grown over the years. And anytime we have the opportunity to get out and help a children's charity, it's a lot of fun. And you know, anytime we can be here and raise money for them, it's important we do so. So I was glad we could make it here today, and had a lot of fun in the process.
I love kids, and you know, and anytime you can come out to help, I've heard about these Kick-It games for a while, and seen all the posts and tweets about it, and when they asked me to do it, I was going to be here, so I jumped on the opportunity, and definitely anytime I can get to what I'm going to be here, and I think we raised a lot of money, had a lot of fun. The kids had a lot of fun that were here.
To have them be a part of it, and obviously, be a part of a game with guys they look up to and grow up looking up to have that opportunity is huge. I was a kid once, and to have this opportunity to interact with some of my heroes would have been phenomenal. And they looked like they were having a lot of fun. Hopefully they did, and that's what today was all about.
I would have got there too. I got in trouble. I caught a ball that the kid kicked, and apparently I wasn't supposed to do that. I got a penalty and had to wear a tank top that wasn't very flattering. So I learned not to do that really quick. That's the way to run the bases.
Good job, David.
Right on, David.
I heard, his story and stuff, and I was talking to his mom, and it's really touching. You know, you meet kids like this, and it's something special. He's awesome, and he brings a smile to everyone's face, and it's really cool to be able to do this. And I have to thank everyone at the Kick-It Foundation that lets us do this, and hopefully I can get asked back next time.
This event was awesome. We know we've got over $5,000. Tony donated $5,000 to have Gary Selzy wear just the penalty tank top for the rest of the night tonight at Chili Bowl. So, and there was just money was pouring in, which is always just a great problem to be having at an event like this.
Tony did a great thing donating to the kids, and I'm sure he donated a little bit more. So this is a great cause, and if you're at home watching this, you need to definitely donate.
This was the best day ever.
You guys got the best racing website in the country, in my opinion. I can see any result, any race I want to see on there. I always go on Racing Boys first thing in the morning to find out every race there was. Best website there is.